All right, gang, it's time. One more Outlaws cast for your mind. Today, we have Fearless, one of the strongest players on the team, as reported by, I believe, Happy. We'll see if that rumor is true. And of course, joining us is Bishu as well as Junk Buck. How are you doing, Fearless? You excited?
한국어로 해도 돼요?
한국어로 돼.
좋은데 살짝 피곤해요.
Yeah, he's good, but he's feeling a little bit tired.
A little bit tired? Well, that actually is perfect because on the previous episode, I said that I've stolen some of your monsters from the closet. I know the passcode. I know you're barred because of you just can't handle too much monsters. But here I have 3 different flavors of monster that I want you to... I don't know if I'm going to put them on the couch. This is a risky move. 3 different flavors of monster, and I know you told me that white monster was your favorite. I want you to try these and tell me what you think. And if you already know them, maybe guess what flavor it is.
맞춰보래.
아 이게 무슨 색?
무슨 맛이고 좋아하는 거
이게
뭐가 제일
이거
좋은지.
초록색. 아니 처음 이거부터 마셔볼게요. 이거는 이제 초록색 사과 맛, 애플 맛.
Apple flavor?
I honestly have no clue. It's just called Ultra Paradise. I don't know what it means. It's green. It's the green one.
It's the green
그린
one,
애플.
yeah.
그린 애플. 자 이거는 딱 색깔만 봐도 환타 맛이긴 한데.
It looks like it'll be Fanta flavored, like maybe orange.
망고.
Mango.
Mango.
Also orange.
아 개 맛있는데?
He's like, it's like too tasty. It's going down the monster rabbit hole again.
이거 몬스터 아닌데요?
It says it's not a monster.
Yeah.
이거
That was
몬스터 아니에요. 이거 몬스터 아니고 2개 몬스터.
몬스터 맞대.
아 그래요? 그 오렌지 맛.
Orange
맛.
flavor monster.
Yeah, that's right. Well, actually, hold on. Let me see. Yes, no, that is the orange one, but that one's actually the peach flavored one.
복숭아 맛이라는데?
복숭아 맛.
뭐가요?
오렌지 저
가운데
오렌지 게.
이거요?
가운데.
가운데
아,
거.
가운데?
The middle one's the peach
The
one?
middle one's peach
okay,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
그러네.
Okay, which one is your favorite?
저는 그린 애플 좋아합니다.
Green apple.
Green apple.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got all the cans. So if you want to have the rest of it, here you go.
가져도 된대요.
Thank you.
I also have these too if you want it, but I don't think you should drink all of these. I don't know.
오늘 저 죽일라는
He's trying to kill me.
Thank you. 오, 나이.
Do you guys want one of these?
I'm good. I already had coffee. My heart's gonna like explode.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Junk, after the last episode, I feel like you definitely need one of these.
Okay.
Wait, really? I've never seen you drink.
might
I've never
as
seen
well.
you drink it.
Which one are you feeling?
Give water. Oh, it's cold. Not bad.
Yeah, no, I kept these in the fridge.
Wait,
especially
which
for
one
the
is that?
episode. That's
Not bad, not
he's got the orange one, the breakfast
That one's the
monster.
peach one?
This is the peach one.
Okay,
yeah.
try it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ultra sunrise.
Interesting podcast.
Damn, I wanted to drink some.
Wait. Give me a cup. I just want to taste.
Okay, I think this is the peach one.
I don't want the whole can, to be honest.
Whole lot of shuffling around, but we did it. Wow, I'm glad you like it. I feel like our friendship has just really deepened
Yes.
between all of us. Okay, now we actually have questions from fans. If you're in the Outlaws Discord, you could send in your own questions that you want to ask your favorite players, including, of course, Fearless. Now, the first one that we got is from Sesame Quack. And this is for you, Fearless. How does it feel to play with the other Texas team? Originally with the Fuel, now with the Outlaws. What's the difference?
또 새로운 인연이고 이런 게 전 너무 좋은 것 같고요. 근데 이제 더워요.
Yeah.
덥고
It says,
덥고.
as for the teams itself, it's like nice to, it's like you went from a blue team to a green team, so nice refresh. But of course, like as for the members, it's like nice to be able to play with like new players that you wanted to. It's like always nice like seeing like how another coach operates. So like that's something.
Just
that
a new environment.
new
It's the
environment.
refreshing. It's good. It's good to play in a new environment, basically. And then he says, Houston is hot.
Yeah, it's
hotter.
hot.
Is that a good hot or a bad hot?
It's not a bad.
Bad
It's a
hot.
bad hot.
Oh, it's
for
a bad
sure.
hot,
It's a bad
okay.
hot.
Yeah, well, I would imagine. I mean, you got a sick fit. The corduroy pants on right now, probably not good for the weather, but your fashion style, I gotta say, is freaking sick. I heard you went to, I'm not sure what store it was. Like, it was a designer a designer store that you were buying some nice clothes. Where are you shopping for your fits?
이 바지는 제가 그냥 아무 생각 없이 너무 추워가지고 겨울에
음.
그냥 아무데나 들어가서 산 거고요. 이게 어디 뭐 스파오였나 거기 산 거고 어, 또 좋아하는 막 옷 같은 거 말하면 되는 거예요? 제가 일단 스투시 좋아해가지고 스투시도 많이 사고 나머지는 그냥
그때 마음에
인터넷
들어.
쇼핑에 보다가 이쁜 거 있으면 사는 것 같아요.
So as for the pants, he just said he bought it at a random store during winter because it was too cold. And as for the other shops, I think what was it? He'll either just like search online, see like anything like catches his eyes, and otherwise he likes Stussy.
Okay.
I don't know. Is this Stussy?
I honestly don't know. I've only seen it written.
Yeah. Me too. Exactly. Yeah.
Junk, are you familiar with Stussy?
I only seen people
Yeah,
wear a
I
lot.
know it exists.
But I think it's like super popular in Korea. Like I've seen everyone wear it in Korea actually.
yeah. It's definitely like the flavor of the month for like the past few years.
Who would you say has the best fashion sense on the team?
패션 우리 팀에서 제일 좋네.
I feel like before you say anything, I want to say it's you, Fearless.
제 생각에는 슈 선수가 그러니까 진서가 옷을 제일 잘 입지 않나. 일단 키도 크고 좀 잘생겨가지고 옷발도 잘 받아가지고 옷을 좀 잘 입는 것 같더라고요.
So he says Shu, he says he's like pretty tall, he's pretty good looking, and he looks like good in clothes, like those kind of clothes. So
She was wearing the same damn outfit every day. What do you mean?
매일 똑같은 거 입고 뭔 말이냐?
아 그거는 연습실이잖아요.
It's just the office,
그냥-
it's just practice. He's not trying to show off or anything. so-
Okay.
We're all tech bros.
Yeah.
Okay.
All Steve Jobs wearing
Yep.
same
Yep.
suit.
So when would you wear a nice outfit? When are you dressing up?
언제 차려입고 나가냐?
좀 살짝 놀러 갈 때 좀 뭐 놀이공원을 간다든지 아니면 좀 술 마시러 간다든가 일단 게임하러 갈 때 빼고는 다 차려입고 나가는 것 같아요.
So
웬만하면.
he pretty much says like anywhere he goes that isn't like to go play games, he'll like dress up.
Any kind of outing.
Yeah,
whether
any
he goes eat
events,
or
any
he goes
dates.
yeah.
근데 아마 게임을 야외에서 하면은 차려입고 나가지 않을까.
He says if he, maybe if we play games outside like somewhere, he'll probably like dress up for that too.
All right. Well, I'm trying to see your best fit. So maybe let's plan a day. You dress up nice. I'll dress up at my best fit. We'll go outfit for outfit and see who comes out on top. Probably you. But let's move on from that and talk about a question from Coop. And this is for everyone. It's how do you feel about the match versus Atlanta? And what do you think you guys could have done better? And before you give me that joke answer of play better, I'm not accepting that this time.
경기하니까 좀 많이 긴장되기도 했었는데 긴장 좀만 늦추고 저희가 연습하던 대로 했으면은 승패가 뒤바뀌지 않았을까 생각합니다.
So he says, the like week break that we had, the bye week we had feels like kind of like cut our flow a little bit, and on top of that, it feels like we were a little bit nervous that like more than
Yeah,
we usually are.
since
Yeah.
because of the bye week, it's been a while since we played a match, so it kind of loosen them up and
get
then
that
made them
rust.
more nervous than usual. So if they were to play again and then just play as we used to, then he thinks he should have been. Yeah, they should be able to take it.
Yeah, if we play like how we practice normally.
No, we break our arms, then we win.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll see if we can figure that out on land.
Get on that. Lowe's.
We'll yeah, I'll be the one to do it. So this is actually a question for Junk, which I want to say thank you, crypto enjoyer of the GEDZ. That's a weird ass name. Because I feel like Junk and Bishu don't get enough love specifically for some of these questions. These guys are putting in the work. Ask them things. So Junk, it feels like the top of NA is a little messier than expected. Obviously, Atlanta and Houston are holding it down at the top 2 slots, but who's filling in that 3 to 5 range in your opinion?
Oh,
That's a good
spicy
question.
Who's the other 3 teams? Top teams? Let's see. Who are there? There's Boston, Glass, Shock, what? Mayhem. Okay, of those teams,
Contenders, yeah.
I think as of right now, so overall, I think it'll change. In the end, I think it'll change. But right now, it's actually hard.
No, it is. It is.
Who
Like
do I
they're all.
put in?
it's like on a who plays good that day. It feels like.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
it's just whoever prepares better that week. It's like I would put Mayhem, Glads, Shock, Boston all at the same place.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I kind of just see them as, people who lose to us.
Yeah.
It's kind of gonna be that way regardless. But hey, thank you, Crypto Enjoyer. Junk needs some more love. Appreciate it. By the way, I just want to give a special shout out over here to Bishu with the
Back
ponytail in the back.
stuff.
The hair is
It's either like this or like a clump of hair in the back. And I refuse to go to K-Town during my one off day of the week.
I think it looks good, man. I
Thank
think you look cool.
Thank you.
You can look like Hunter.
Hunter can pull it off, man. Like he pulls it off. He's wearing it proud.
그럼 형 포니테일 얘기하는 거죠? 예뻐요.
Thank you, Fearless. He says very pretty.
Fearless, back to you. This is from Pyro Fire. Does Fearless afraid of anything? And also, how did you come up with the name Fearless? And what's your greatest fear?
이름 간지나는데? 하고 이제 딱 그렇게 돼서 피어리스로 닉네임을 바꾼 거고 근데 이제 뜻은 잘 몰랐어요. 그 두려움이 없는 이런 거 잘 몰랐고 예,
안 찾아봤어?
저는
바로?
안 찾아봤죠. 그냥 일단 닉네임 이쁜데 하면서 게임 하는데 이제 예, 사실 상하이 2018년에 갔을 때는 다 두려웠고 그냥 그냥 무서웠어요. 예, 경기가.
Okay, so first of all, it was like when back when he was in Element Mystic this is when like Happy was on the team too, and the Rush coach Rush told him that he didn't like his name. He said he didn't like his name, so his teammates, like everyone got around to like try to find him a name. Like they went through like lists of like what sounds cool and everything, and he wasn't sure until one of the players said, "What about Fearless?" And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds pretty good."
What was the original name?
Yeah,
They
what was
didn't
the original name? 원래 이름 뭔데?
그 밀렛이라고
Millet?
그 옷 무슨 등산복 브랜드 있어요.
Oh, he says it's like I think it was
Some
like
kind of outdoor clothing brand.
yeah. Millet. I've never heard of it actually. But anyways, yeah, he didn't know what it meant. He didn't know what Fearless meant, but he thought it sounded cool. I think it's a good name. And he said, what's he afraid of? He says pretty much every single team when he joined 2018 Shanghai, basically. It's an unfortunate time, you know.
Well, you've conquered those fears. Does
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
scare you these days?
요즘은 무서운 게 있냐?
요즘은 뭐 게임적으로 무서운 거 하나도 없고 좀 길 걷다가 가끔씩 벌레 같은 거 마주치면 좀 무서워요.
Says these days in terms of gameplay, like nothing really scares him. But there's a lot of bugs in Houston, and when he encounters the bugs outside, he gets a little afraid.
Yeah, I was about to say. Well, I mean, sure, the game can be not scary anymore, but there's like snakes and shit.
Yeah, there's a lot. I've seen a lot. So I've been here for like a year now, right? I've seen a lot of stuff. There's a lot of wildlife in Texas in general, I guess.
Is there not a lot of wildlife where you guys come from?
I mean,
California?
has like a decent amount, but Texas is way more than I expected.
No, California, the wildlife you see are raccoons and possums.
Yeah, but possums are pretty cute though. But here it's just like I've seen armadillos. I didn't even know armadillos were like local here. Vultures, snakes, fire ants, like
Deer.
all kind of. Oh yeah, a lot of deer, storks, just everything, like geese. There's a lot here.
When I was living in New York, it was just big ass rats. Like rats this
Yeah,
big
New
in
York
the subway.
rats are big. How do they get like? Are they just different species of rats? I've seen New York rats. They're like so big.
It's because there's so much garbage everywhere that they just get to eat it all.
No, but I don't think it's like normal rats are physically capable of getting that big. They're like,
we just do it better in the Big Apple. Even our
apparently.
rats are
Yeah.
better.
Just built different down there.
So another one for Fearless. What do you do to relax after playing a league game? This is from Rogue.
대회를 이겼다고 하면은
True.
네, 대회를
Yes.
이겼다고 하면은 맛있는 거 먹을 생각에 좀 신나 있고 그 먹고 쉬고 막 제가 경기한 거 다시 보고
일단은 당연히.
예. 그러면서 이제 좀 여유롭게 뭐 상대 경기도 보고 뭐 이렇게 하는데 지면은 입맛도 없어지고 경기 제가 했던 거 보고 싶지도 않고 그냥 아무것도 안 하고 싶어요. 그냥
릴렉스 안 한다.
누워서
can't relax,
아무
yeah.
생각도 안 해요. 그냥.
Just lie down.
So he says it really depends if we win or lose. So if he wins, it's like a very different story where he's already like
He's
enjoying
excited
himself.
about what to eat.
Yeah, he's like, what do I eat from like what do I get from like Uber Eats? He watches his own game, and he watches like other league games too. He's just having a good time. But if he loses, he's just like he has no appetite, doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to like lie down and go take a nap or something. That's like a very different outcomes.
What's a victory meal? What do you eat for that?
치즈케이크 팩토리에 있는 막 파스타 이런 거라든지 아니면 햄버거가 땡긴다든지 피자 그냥 다 먹고 싶어요. 그냥
다 시켜 그래서?
아니요.
어.
먹고 싶은 그 욕망은 가득한데 이제 냉장고를 열어보고 이제 이거 먹어야겠다.
So
있는 거 아무거나 먹어요.
I guess like he says
Basically everything.
basically everything Korean food, but obviously in Woodlands like there aren't a lot of Korean food, so that's not really an option. But he just like some days he just wants to go loose and just like order everything, but then
It's
the
just
reality
appetite
is-
goes up.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
any food is like whatever it'll be, whether it be pasta or burger, cheesecake factory or whatever.
Man, I'm glad that you have an expanded palette, because I imagine everyone on this team just eats Korean food exclusively, and sometimes canes.
Yeah, a lot of canes if it's possible for them. Yeah, Jesus Christ, they like canes, especially Shu. Oh my god, just every other day is like, hey, bro, you wanna go to Canes? Want to go to Canes at night, like 10 p.m., 11 p.m.
So, do you have to drive them? Can anyone on the team drive?
None of the players. I mean, some of them like they have cars in Korea, but obviously like driving in Texas is like a different story. You gotta get like international licenses and stuff. It's a bit of a hassle. But yeah, some of them have cars in Korea.
Okay. Do you have a car?
No.
No.
Well, not here, right?
Yeah, no, like back in Korea.
차 있냐고요?
Oh.
운전할 수 있어요?
네, 운전할 수 있는데
오케이.
운전도 무서워서 못 해요.
Oh.
이건 또 피어리네.
He says he can drive, but he's a little bit scared of driving.
Looks like we found something he's afraid of. There we go.
Hey, did you know there was like a thing recently where Texas was voted the worst state to drive in?
Dude, yeah. Anytime I drive here,
Yeah,
there's like
yeah.
a 15%
Yeah.
chance of me dying.
Yeah, so I actually don't like taking the freeway that much. Like if I can avoid it, I try to avoid it because I've already had like some incidents here in Texas. Like I guess I never really drove in the States, but Jesus, it gets like pretty rough here.
Yeah, it's good that y'all are pretty close to the player apartments are pretty close to the office, because if you
Yeah.
go on the freeway,
Yeah, every day.
Oh.
Yeah.
one of y'all would be hit with a truck out for the season.
Mhm.
That's a GG. I mean, if it happens to Fearless, we have Gargoyle, but like we don't want that to happen. We care about you very much.
I get used to it.
Yeah.
The Texas traffic. So if I go out of state and then come back and then drive and then right away I get so mad, but then I'll get
You
used to it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I always feel that. I go out of state, come back, and I already feel that. I get so mad.
Are you gonna just change and become the villain of the freeway?
No, I just like don't think about it anymore. About
Okay.
the traffic, yeah.
It's just like, okay, so I mean, there's bad drivers everywhere, right? But I feel like when I was in LA, like people were assholes, like they were like aggressive drivers, but they kind of like know how to drive. But here, it just feels like they're like not paying attention so often. They're just like not paying attention.
For me, it just feels like inconsiderate.
Yeah, I mean, inconsiderate.
So usually like when you drive, you kind of read the other people how they're
Yeah,
you kind of expect them to they're gonna do this, but then in Texas they suddenly do some stuff. So you can't read what they're gonna do. That's when it gets frustrating, when they just don't think about other cars.
I was like trying to come onto a freeway and like I was just waiting, right? And then this lady just like holds up the entire like freeway for me trying to merge. I was like, why are you doing this? I was like so bad. Like you like just like unnecessary kindness too. It's just like random stuff, right? Just can't expect it.
I used to be mad a lot when I would see people cut me off when I was in New York, but I see people with big ass trucks just in between. I'm like, I just gotta
Yeah.
let it go.
Yeah.
I can't get revenge on that.
I know.
They're gonna run into you.
Yeah, no. To him, they're already there. Like, in their mind, they're already there. Like, you're not in their calculation. Then. And another thing is like in the parking structures, the trucks they take up so even in our office when you're coming into the entrance, like you need to like immediately go left and avoid the trucks because like you have to like the trucks are like getting in the way, so you can't go straight, and like they're right in front of the entryway too.
Yeah, I didn't know we were gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, either.
I appreciate it, but I got a little bit more truck slander. If you work in an office building, there's no damn reason you need a pickup truck. You don't need to have one of those. This is a corporate office. What are you moving? What are you putting back there? Anyways, speaking of big strong things, similar to trucks, we have Fearless. Happy said that you were the strongest person on the team. And Happy was claimed to be the strongest person on the team by Pelican. So we have 3 levels of you being the strongest person on the team. Is that true?
제 생각에는 어떻게 생각하냐고요? 저는 민기가 제일 셀 것 같아요.
Why? Okay, he says you know, he thinks Violet's the strongest one on the team.
Okay, that's bullshit.
Yeah. No. Violet is no.
There's like the lot-
Violet's the scariest guy.
Okay, fine. I'll ask Violet then when he gets on the
next
podcast.
guest has to be
yeah.
Violet then. Next guest has to be Violet.
Damn it.
No, Violet will say, yeah, I'm the.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, probably.
So I recently read up on this about blood types in Korea. Did you build this team based on the blood types of the players so you have the perfect in-sync team?
No, that's kind of like out of trend now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's on trend.
MBTI.
Oh, shit, am I late?
Yeah.
That's like actually 10 years late.
Damn.
Like 10 years late. It used to be like so big in the early 2000s. Like it was definitely like main thing. It was like something you talk about. Like you say hello. It's like, oh, and then you get
What's your blood type?
What's your blood type? And people were like very into it.
Yeah.
I was so annoyed by that when I was younger.
But since like 3, 4, 5 years since then, everyone just talks about MBTI.
MBTI. Oh my god,
What is
Koreans
that?
love these
MBTI?
What's MBTI?
Like,
It's like the 16 personality survey thing, and it's
okay.
like your INTP or ENFP and things like that.
Okay, well, what are you?
ENFP.
I think I have no idea what it's called. It's like the campaigner. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah.
It's
It's one of the types. It's one of the types. They all have some like interesting titles.
Okay, so what are you guys? We need to know. The
I think-
fans need to know.
I think I am INFP. INFP.
I am INTP. But it's basically, you know,
Get out of here, Violet.
in the States, you know, people talk about the zodiacs a lot, right? What's your
Yeah,
zodiac? So it's
horoscopes.
basically that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so people talk about your zodiac and then they judge you on what that. And now in Korea, people do it with MBTI. It used to be a blood type though. If you're A blood type, you're that kind of person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I'm a
whatever.
B type.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
It's like you
B
know,
is
they're
more-
selfish. They kind of like do things like their own way and stuff like that. I think they're all everyone applies.
Everything has a negative stereotype except the O type.
Oh, yeah.
They're the people who are considered nice, and the rest people there's something wrong with it.
Yeah. Everyone's a little bit fucked up.
All right, Fearless, tell me about your
MBTI
blood.
미국 거 아니에요?
It is.
미국 건데 그 한국에서 더 인기 많아.
But MBTI is like when I was in high school, I remember it used to be like really popular too, and that was like 2012.
Okay, yeah. And here in the States, when it comes to Zodiac, it's like a bad thing almost.
Yeah,
where-
it's like memed on now for
It's
sure.
memed on
yeah.
for sure.
But I mean, a lot of people are still into it. Like,
Yeah, it's the thing is like if you're a guy who knows what the big 3 is, it means you're ran through. It means you give it up very easy. That's what that means. So I don't know what mine are. I'm not gonna get into further on why
Yeah.
and my lack of game. But you know, speaking of the game, this last weekend you played and competed on a different patch than what you would scrim on. Is that weird? What's the feeling of that?
대회 서버는 지금 좀 여러 조합 많이 사용하면서 그러니까 이런 조합 다 사용할 수 있는데 지금 좀 경쟁전은 좀 거의 다 좀 정거기만 해가지고 예, 그게 좀 다른 것 같아요.
Yeah. So he feels like the balance is pretty good on the tournament patches right now. Like you can pretty much like run any comp, like whatever to your strengths. But it feels like in ranked, it's mainly just Junker Queen. It's just Junker Queen. Like everyone's just playing Junker Queen.
Yeah, listen, I think she's hot, but honestly, she shouldn't be that useful. That was from Frankfurt, by the way. I want to make sure you know that I read your question and you matter. Thank you for that. But yeah, that's kind of really annoying, isn't it? Having to be constricted into one composition every single time. Or I remember you said you like goats, so I don't like that. I don't like that shit. But I want to get a opinion from Fearless. Is it annoying when it's just one comp or one meta?
한 조합만 하면 이제 답답하지 않냐?
좋냐,
좋냐 안 좋냐?
일단 너무 지루하고 그냥 좀 많이 지루해요. 그래서 좀 경쟁전을 잘 안 해요 요즘. 그래서
To him, it's like very boring. That's why like in a patch like this, it doesn't really play ranked that much.
Who's your best friend on the team? I would imagine it would be Gargoyle just because you're both tanks, but I don't think that's the case. Who's your favorite teammate?
제일 친한 팀원.
지금요? 슈?
Yeah, sure.
슈랑 제일 친한 것 같아요. 지금.
Who's your favorite person in the office?
사무실에서 제일 좋은 사람.
이거 아주 눈빛을 날리고 있긴 해 지금 옆에서.
저는 로리.
Okay, that's gonna do it for this Outlaws cast. Thank you, Fearless. Make sure you're sending questions in the Discord for your favorite Outlaw player. I'm Los, joined by Fearless, Bishu, and Junk. Thank you. I'm pissed off. Cut the camera.